Yo, 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 what's up everybody? It's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley coming to you with yet another video today.
And today's video is going to be some tips on how to survive a quarantine with your family.
Super Bowl goals. My wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. We on a whole different mode.
So we came up with some tips today to help everyone through this difficult time. I know this is what everyone is talking about, is what's going on within the country and what's going on within the world, but it's where we are right now. This is our reality. So we thought we would come up with some amazing tips for you guys to make the most of this time at home with your family.
Yeah, so we're going to get into a few tips that we have that we are trying to utilize, I should say, to get through these trying times that we are in right now. But before we get too deep into the video, again, like we tell you every video, we need you guys to go ahead and thumbs up this video. Go ahead, if you are not already, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share, all right? The first tip, and I think it's probably the biggest and most vital tip that we have throughout this video, is just reconnecting with your significant other, reconnecting with the family members in your household, hell, even connecting with your mother, your whoever is outside the household too. Just that reconnection process, just letting people know that you love them and that you're there for them, but actually some more in-depth stuff that we actually doing inside the household to actually come together as a family and as a couple.
It's not often that we get to spend so much time together with work and with after school activities and just with so many different obligations. It's not often that we get to spend time together in the house for a significant period of time. So this is going to be different. And you just need to do everything that you can to make sure that your bond is strong with your family. And especially you have growing kids. Like, kids they grow up so fast, and with them being in school all day and you being at work all day, it is really hard sometimes to connect with them and just to really see what's going on within their lives. So take the time to make sure that you're doing that.
So the old saying is, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So you make the best of the times that we in. So one of the things that we're doing as a family, we actually she had a Hulu account, I had an ESPN Plus account, and we found out, hey, Disney has this thing called a bundle where you actually can take Hulu, ESPN, and you get Disney, all for, for a fairly cheaper price than what we paying. So we actually are rediscovering stuff that we grew up in our childhood with, and inviting our children into that space. Like, hey, mommy and daddy used to watch this stuff when we were kids, and we actually are enjoying some new stuff that Disney is coming out with now, and we just are sitting together as a family and just enjoying one another. Disney is, obviously, as you guys know, Disney is a wonderful, beautiful place, and wonderful, beautiful creators and the stuff that they do, and they are very family oriented, and that's one of the things that we are doing here in the household as far as reconnecting goes.
So one of the things that we're also doing is letting the kids help prepare meals. So we're trying to prepare meals as a family. As you guys know, our girls are 5 and 6 now, and so what we're doing is letting them prepare meals with us, and dinners and snacks, just so they feel a part of everything. This is not only a tough time for parents and adults, but it's a tough time for children as well. May not be as tough, but more so confusing. And so they're out of school, they're like, what is going on? I know something's different, but I don't really know, especially at our kids' age. So it's really nice to keep them engaged by letting them just be a part of our day-to-day routine and activities.
Yeah, and I would, just to piggyback on that just a small bit, I would not keep your kids in the dark, but not show them all the light. Also let them know, like, hey, there is a reason why mommy and daddy is home, there is a reason why you're home, but also not scaring them to the point where they're like, this is scary or whatever. This is a good time to also reintroduce like why it's important to wash your hands all the time when you come out of the bathroom and things of that nature like that. Next thing is not to be so rigid with the rules, to go off that whole point we were just talking about with the kids. Kids are home and they're kids. They don't understand what's going on. They don't know why they're home. So home is home for them. So to be like, hey, between, like I was just telling the wife earlier, hey, between 9 and 3:30, Morgan was supposed to be in school. So we're gonna be like, hey, you're in school. No, she's home. So we at the same time, we wanna make sure she stays on task and learning things, but we're not gonna treat treat this like she's at school either.
Yeah, and we've also loosened up the bedtimes and everything like that. I feel like, I don't know, adults have this thing where they need to be in control and they need to feel a sense of control. So it might make you feel better to continue to send your kid to bed at whatever their bedtime is, 8:30, 9 o'clock. It may make you feel better to make them in this rigid learning environment from 9 to 3 or however, whenever they go to school. But for kids, again, they are kids. They're not really fully understanding what's going on. So our philosophy is to keep the learning going. However, just letting it be fluid. When they want to go play, let them go play. We'll learn for a few minutes and then we'll let them go. And just keeping it lighthearted and like that, make sure that, you know, their anxiety isn't going up about whatever's going on and everyone is still calm.
Yeah, like she said, bedtimes. Daddy, I'm daddy bedtime right here. You talk about bedtimes and it's time to be in bed. It's time to do this. It's time to wash your face. It's time to brush your teeth. It's time to get in the tub. It's time to get out. I'm that person. And during this time, I'm like, all right, me and her had a conversation a couple of days ago. I was like, all right, well, you know, what time are we making them get in the bed now? You know, obviously, they don't have anywhere to go. So why are we so stringent on what time they need to get in the bed? They're not waking up to go anywhere. Maybe they are. I don't know where you are, you know, with the schools and how the school system is working and whatnot. But
I guess we should explain that.
Yeah.
Our schools are out for 3 weeks, FYI. And I know a lot of states have done the same thing. I don't know if it's every state, but in Ohio, our schools are out for 3 weeks and they're talking about possibly being out for the rest of the school year. So yeah, I guess we should have explained that.
So yeah, we are in a different situation, a different current state of affairs. So we can't be we could be, but we're not as rigid as like, hey, you need to get in bed, you need to do this, you need to do that. We're gonna still make sure that they know this is their nighttime regimen is not changing. Their daytime regimen is relax a little bit, but we still have the things that we need to do, but we're just not as like, hey, 7:30 you need to do this, 8 o'clock you need to do this, 8:30 you need to do this, time for bed. We're just like, all right, well, you know, did you do this, did you do that, did you do this? Okay, it's 11 o'clock or whatever time you mommy and daddy designate it's time for you to get in bed, it's time to get in bed.
So as we just spoke about, we still want to keep the learning going with the kids. So we did sign them up for ABC Mouse. This isn't sponsored by them or anything like that, but we did end up signing up for ABC Mouse and they've actually really been loving it. And so we've been having them learning through that. Morgan's school also gave her a learning binder so they can continue doing work while they were out of school. So she has a binder about this thick of work. Plus there were other worksheets that I have for her to do as well before I even knew they were getting a learning binder. So Morgan will be kept busy throughout this entire time. And what we've been doing even before this whole thing started is that everything we teach Morgan, we pretty much teach Mariah. So Mariah will also be doing work around this time. She's only 5 and she doesn't go to kindergarten
she just
yet.
5.
Yeah, she just turned 5.
She just turned 5.
So she doesn't go to kindergarten yet. However, she's gonna be well prepared when she does go because everything we're teaching Morgan, we're also teaching Mariah, and they love learning together, and especially when it's in form of games and on the computer and things like that.
Yeah, me and Morgan sat down on the computer. We were probably there for about an hour and a half, maybe even close to 2 hours today. Beforehand, they were doing some puzzles. And going back to that whole point where we were just talking about the stringent lockdown environment, Mariah sat down with us for probably a good 45 minutes and she was locked in tune, and then she was like, I don't really want to do this anymore.
Her attention span is a lot lower.
And she left. And it wasn't like I was like, hey, get back down here, Raya, you need to learn this. I was like, she is just turned 5. She's not in school. Go, you wanna go? Morgan was invested, and me and her, we went over, we worked on coins and math and English, and when they got to that 2 hour point and she was like, I don't wanna do this anymore, Daddy. I was like, okay, go ahead. And we will come back at some point today and we're gonna work on some more things, but I'm not making her feel like, hey, this is school, because it's not school, but we just want to continue the learning.
So one of the things that we've also been doing, well, that's on our to-do list. This just started, okay? So one of the things that is on our to-do list is to tackle home projects as a family. I feel like every household has a list of projects that you've been meaning to do around the house, that you've been wanting to get done but have been putting off just because you're tired or whatever. This is the perfect time to get that stuff done and bring everybody along to help out as well. You don't have to take it on. One person doesn't have to take it on by yourself. We have a list of things that we want to get done, especially before baby Bradley comes. So this is stuff that we're going to have the entire family help us out with to make sure that the house is ready for the baby.
I feel like there's no perfect time for this situation that we in, or the state of affairs that we in right now, to present itself. But for us, it came at, I guess, a good time. We have to get ready for, like she said, baby Bradley. We have to get the house in order. We have to get things moved, things rearranged. So if there's going to be time and extra time given to us, we need to make the most of that time and take advantage of the time that is presented to us by being able to be ready for him when he gets here. Lastly, and I think is very important, especially when you're gonna be in close quarters with anybody, is respect each other's space. Like, I don't know everybody's out there house demographic or what your space demographic is, but if you can't afford to let somebody go and have the bedroom, you have the living room, somebody else have this room and that room, do it. Because to be in close quarters with somebody for the amount of time that it sounds like we may be in close quarters is very important. Space is huge. To be able to stretch out and do the things that is important to you is very, very big and very vital in any relationship and any family demographic.
Yeah, I definitely take my time to film videos for you guys and to edit videos and do stuff like that. Mark likes to play his PlayStation. The kids like to play their tablets or play on their tablets or just watch TV. Mariah will sometimes go by herself and play with her dolls in their playroom. And so everybody has the thing that they really love to do. And sometimes we just all love to do it alone, even the girls. And so having that time where it's okay that we are not watching a movie together or cooking together or tackling projects together. It's okay to be apart sometimes, especially when we know that we're probably going to be in the house for the foreseeable future. So I think that is very important.
Yeah, I mean, we, like she said, it could be a time where I'm in the basement, she's in the bedroom, Raya's in the playroom, Morgan's in her bedroom, and we all love each other and we love to be around each other. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all, I'm gonna do me, and it's important that you respect each other's space in this time. Those are the ideas and advice that we've come up with. Again, like I said, this is a trying time that we in. Continue to love and care for one another. Make sure your family know that you're there for them. Call your grandmother, your grandfather, if you have those in your life, your mother. Check on those people. Let them know that you love them, that you care for them, that you're there for them if they need be. Your friends or even co-workers, and let them know, hey, I'm here for you.
And if you have any tips that maybe we might have missed, go ahead and leave them down below for everyone to read, so everyone can get through this time together, because we are all in this together.
And until the next video, next vlog, next upload, next live, whatever, it's Mr. and Mrs. Bradley checking out. Peace.